Today I had an appointment. It was my final official occupational therapy appointment since getting my arm transplants.
You deserve a mountain of praise. Congrats, it says. And then all these wonderful messages. Wow, oh my gosh. It's a card full of wonderful messages.
In the summer of 2011, I had what I felt was a muscle pull in my right leg, and I had some episodes of an intermittent fever. But eventually I went to a doctor about it, and he said, you know, that doesn't sound like a muscle pull, it sounds like an infection. It turned out to be a case of group A strep, and it had gone septic, so I was going into septic shock. Skin issues started to manifest themselves at that point, and essentially I had necrotizing fasciitis. The doctors don't have an idea of how I contracted it, which is a fairly frightening idea, that you can be otherwise basically totally healthy and then one day suddenly out of nowhere collapse and lose all 4 of your limbs. To find yourself looking in the mirror and seeing that you don't have these parts that in a way you kind of still think you do, and your image of yourself doesn't match up with the reality of yourself, is very jarring, is very, can be depressing, it's shocking to see yourself in the mirror and not see your body parts that were once there. It was a pleasure to meet them. They said we might be able to benefit you. You know, we'll see. We'll keep our options open too. So the call came in on a random day in October 2014, and they said, well, where are you? And how soon can you get to the hospital? You know, I looked at it as, if I don't go ahead with it, then I'm going to wonder for the rest of my life whether this was something I should have done. So at least I can say, well, I've tried. When I first saw my arms, I fell in love with them instantly. They were so beautiful. And I think my second thought was, did my donor know how beautiful his arms were? Using my arms for the first time really took ages. For months, they were passive range of motion exercises. Very slowly, over a period of months, as my nerves were moving through the donor tissue, I began to gain function, and sort of the passive range of motion exercises began to turn into more active range of motion exercises, and that was really exciting. And now I can brush my teeth, I can floss, I can pick up silverware now, I can write. And for me, this was the right choice, and for other people, it may not be the right choice. Future for me is bright. I'm feeling happy for the future, instead of thinking, you know, I just have to make do.